Good morning. Welcome back. I'm Kirsten from JK Fiber Arts. Today is stage 8 of my Tour de Fleece 2025. We are going to be chain plying this lovely right here. This is from yesterday's spin of the Berry Lemonade Art Batt, and loaded with lots of silk and little tweedy bits. I'm super excited about this one. So let's get right to it. Okay, I think we're ready. I have my Kate here. I find the most effective, efficient place for me to use it is I usually, when I 2-ply or 3-ply, I have it as far behind me and to the left, like as almost straight behind me as I can get it. And that really gives me a beautiful ply. For chain ply, bringing it all that distance and up, I kept catching the loops on everything. So I've moved it a little bit forward, and I have the yarn coming from behind the bobbin this way. So you can rotate it 180 degrees, but you always want the yarn to come off the side of the bobbin here, or the front of the bobbin, I should say. You don't ever want it to come off like this when you're winding. It will actually mess up your twist. And of course, I just messed this up, demonstrating how not to do it. There we go. All right, so now we're back in business. The way we start is I made a loop and tied it at the end of my single. And hopefully it didn't get too much untwisted here while I was setting everything up. And then I have here my Sonata, which is a Kromsky wheel. It's a wonderful wheel. I use it for plying, but you can spin anything on it. It has a jumbo flyer on right now. It's the closest thing that I have to being able to spin art yarn with because the plastic things on the auto level winder, they don't get so caught, and the orifice is larger. So it works pretty well. And I have the auto level winder on here, which I do love for plying. That way when I'm in a nice rhythm, I don't have to keep stopping to advance the hooks. So all of this should be working order here. So let's get started. And first thing I'm doing is we're going to ply in the, there we go, I just need a little more draw, counterclockwise direction, or the S direction. And I'm taking my leader in my left hand, I'm taking my single that I tied a loop in my right hand, and I'm passing it through like that. And now what I'm going to do is, all you do is you just reach through this loop like so. I'm reaching in, and then I'm just going to pull this out, and it's like doing a crochet stitch, like doing hand crochet. And we're just going to let that wind on. And we are off and running here. Now, I want to make sure that I don't have too much twist on this, because when you chain ply, sometimes you can really put a lot of twist in there fast. I'm actually going to increase my draw just a tiniest of bits here. And you can hear the auto level winder is very quiet. I mean, it does have a little tiny motor hiss because it is battery operated, which is one of the reasons I like it. Because, well, one, the battery lasts for a super long time, but two, it allows me to use the bobbins that I already owned for this wheel, which is one of my favorite features of the auto level winder. You know, the woolly winder is awesome, but it also has to use their bobbins, and I already have a lot of money invested in my bobbins, so I didn't really want to switch it up. Take a look at this and see how my twist is. It's looking pretty good. Oh, this is such a pretty, lovely textured, silky, soft yarn. And I did my best to spin it sort of thick. I kept getting thin again, though. You can see right there is one of the spots where I kept getting thin. I kept like losing my thick focus. I was like, I got it. And then I was like, oh, son of a gun, now I'm spinning thin again. So hopefully this is going to be Aran weight to, well, worsted to Aran weight yarn. Although I can tell already that a lot of this is already not. But I can't help myself with the spinning thin a lot. When we spin thick and thin, you'll see I'm super slow because I have to literally think about it the whole time. So my new microphone, please give me feedback. I hope it's working out well, because when I do the editing, I can always hear it. So I don't know, how, and I have listened, but maybe my volume is louder on my iPad. I'm not sure. but I don't typically have an issue when I watch the playbacks on YouTube. I usually watch them on my phone or my iPad. So I'm not sure, but I hope that the problem is rectified. And now I have this big furry mic thing that doesn't clip on to anything attractively. And I mostly wear t-shirts, so it is very hard for me to clip this on. It kind of flops around a little bit, so and it's right in the way of my necklace, which I always wear, and it hits it and it makes a tapping, so now I have my necklace around back just while I'm videoing. I just have to remember to do it. So if you ever hear that tapping, that's probably what it is I forgot to swing my charm to the back of my neck. So Tour de Fleece 2025, I am having a great time, with the exception of that I lost my video stuff from the silk ply. I have the raw footage. I just need to find some time to do it. I just want to keep going forward with what I have planned, though. I don't want to spend all this time going back, but I may. We'll see. So next, what's coming up next for us? Later today, I hope. I'm going to have this hopefully chain plied, you know, in relatively short order. I think this bat was about 4.5 ounces or something. Hopefully I'll have this all set and looking pretty today. And then tomorrow we are going to start our sharka. If anybody's ever interested in spinning cotton, there's a couple of different ways to do it. Maybe I'll have my Tockleys make a little appearance too. I'll just show you what they look like if you like to spindle. So the sharka is worth seeing. I really like it. It's something that I treasure. What else is happening? Oh, I'm formally signing the paperwork for my partnership with Diana Buck, and we are going to go forward on our shop. It is imminent, I think. We're planning, I think, you know, I'm saying November at this point. I'm not really 100%. I don't think either of us are 100%, but on the timing of it. But we are working hard behind the scenes to get things happening, and there's a lot to it that I didn't realize. And we're going to have a lot of classes. We actually have a studio. This is the best part. Oh my gosh. So this place is so amazing. We are going to have an education studio that's just dedicated. We have looms, jack looms, and big floor looms, tabletop looms. And now let's see what our ply back looks like. So now our ply back is just barely plying back on itself. And look at that. That looks lovely. That's a lovely, lovely worsted weight yarn right there. I would like the whole thing to look just like that. And you can see the little tweedy bits and everything. It's a good representation. And of course the alpaca in here gives us a little bit of halo too. I have the luscious Lou. I don't know if you guys remember last year when, no, gosh, it's already a year before last, when we went to Ireland. I snuck a whole alpaca fleece in my suitcase back into the US. That's a good video to watch. But the alpaca is divine, and I'm still slowly working my way through it. I just scoured some right before the tour started, and I was using it in some blends. And so I put some in this, and that's what's giving me this beautiful halo. Some undyed white Lou, luscious Lou the alpaca from North Coast Alpacas. I'm going to keep doing this. We'll be back when we are ready to take this off the nitty naughty. All right, we are ready. Chain plied, and let's just pop it off the nitty naughty. I haven't done a nitty naughty one in a while. I love it so much. My favorite part. So here we have it. Again, nicely balanced, looks good. Nothing twisting back on itself. And oh, it's got beautiful sheen and pops of color. Let's get this into soak, and then we'll see the final yarn. Here we have the final yarn, yay! So it's a teeny tiny bit damp, but it's dry enough for us because we got to move on, and I'll just hang this up. I was going to bring it outside, but it was raining, so no outside photos, which is a bummer because this yarn is difficult to photograph indoors. You can't appreciate all the different shades. It's not just purple and pink. It has so many cool orangey, lemony, yellow stuff through it that you really can't appreciate. I've been messing around with the lighting for 10 minutes and I just can't capture it. But I am thrilled with this. I mean, just look at how pretty this turned out. See what I can show you here. Well, I guess pretty much anywhere. Just throw it on down, huh? So there you have it. And oh, and I brought my yarn tool over so we can just check and see. And this looks a little bit thicker than a worsted weight. I'm going to say, I have two yarn WPI things, and neither one of them I think is always right. So I'm going to say, this says that this is a 9, but I think that this is thicker than a 9. I mean, we all know what worsted yarn looks like, and this is a little thicker than that. I mean, this looks like it's an 8. So, and on this one, it's a spot on 9 because I can see just a tiny bit of brown on the sides. Again, we all know what it looks like. This is thicker than a worsted weight yarn. So I think this is an Aran weight yarn. Actually, I can grab my other WPI that I use to spin the singles. And I think that this one measures yarn in a higher WPI that it is, so this measures yarn artificially thin, and this one I think measures yarn artificially thick. However, I think that we are closer to an Aran weight in this instance, so this is an 8 here, and this looks too big to be in the 8, so I think that this is an Aran weight. So that's how I measure on these, because I just know from experience how they read, and I'd wind them on here, but I don't want to take the time. And it messes up my pretty skein. So here we have it. This is the Berry Lemonade Art Batt. It has lots and lots of beautiful silk and just amazing color pops all throughout. I just love it. There's even a little bit of a halo from some of the alpaca that's in there. And I did not thwack this yarn. I just snapped it. It is one of my favorites already. I don't know how that happened. I'm not a huge pink person, but I really like this Batt. So let's see you guys next time. Let's see, we are talking about stage. I got my dates and stages confused here for a while. So today is stage 9, the flat day. So that's Sunday, because you'll be seeing this on Monday. And then on the rest day, we'll be doing stage 14, or sorry, stage 10. See, I did it again. I did the date instead of the thing. We'll be doing stage 10, and that will be the shark, which I'm super excited about. So I will see you guys soon. Keep having a great TDF. I know I am, and I will see you next time. Until then, spin happy.